when we
That's
started
cute.
podcasting, I had this little strip of gray in the middle, and then after 3 years of podcasting with your ass, now it's way out.
I stress them out. Outstanding. Oh, that's fantastic.
So, welcome back to the Coast to Coast podcast, all you zunzas.
What?
Welcome back to the Coast to Go Passing.
No, the last part.
You
The Coast to Coast.
You screwed me up. I'm trying to eat cheese.
Ew.
It's warm cheese too.
Do the thing.
Why?
Anyways, welcome back to the Coast to Coast podcast.
All right, I did my part. I liked the TikTok live 109 times.
We got Brandon back today.
Yay!
He wasn't here last week.
Nope.
He had to save his parents from catastrophes.
Yep.
Brandon,
I know that
Should
one.
I tell that? Should I tell that story? I should tell.
Don't do that.
story.
Hold on first, Brandon. Don't ever do that to me again. I could not feel your shoes. You're just too damn tall. My chin was touching the bottom of the screen the whole time.
that's kind of funny because I'm still pretty sure you got bigger feet than I do anyway. So yeah,
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
You have to say about big
you
feet.
little hobbit. You hobbit.
Hobbit.
Yeah. So last podcast day was interesting. First things first, like, subscribe, comment, share,
That's right.
all that good stuff. Are we still telling them to check out the link tree? Check out the link tree. Go buy some stuff. We're poor.
Actually, we're going to tell them something better to check out here in a little bit.
We will in just a moment. So yeah, I wasn't able to participate last week. I got a phone call from my mom while I was pooping, so obviously I didn't answer. I texted
Whatstuff.com. You started it.
No, I texted her. I'm pooping. What's up? Or what's up? He goes, well, my car's broke down. Needs to come get me. Like, my first thought, where's Dad? And then she sends another text, your dad's with me. Like, she read my mind, right? So obviously give me 5 minutes, I'll call you. Finish doing what I'm doing. So she's had this issue with her car, and I don't know how to explain the issue, but basically it takes away all power from the vehicle, and she's only able to drive at like 15 miles an hour tops. Okay. It's one of them newer-ish finagled, Hyundai flex fuel things. It's an issue with the flex fuel.
Oh, yeah,
okay. The car's only like 5 years old, so it's not like it's an ancient POS.
See, you add gadgets, you have more problems.
Exactly. Get rid of the electronical digital stuff.
Go
and
back
your
to the day
vehicle will
where
be fine.
If you're on the side of the road, you pop the hood, you climb, and with the engine, you turn 4 bolts, you're back on the road.
Absolutely. The only thing you got to worry about is maybe like 2 hoses and a vacuum line.
You're good to go.
So
an 89 square body Chevrolet. Gotcha.
Yeah. There you go.
Please. In a heartbeat.
Well, that still has at least a throttle body.
So anyways, they had literally, they picked up the car from the dealership because the dealership was working on this flex fuel, whatever issue, right? Dealership calls them up, car's good to go. They go pick up the car. They drive like a couple miles, right? 2-3 miles towards home. They stop at a restaurant. They get dinner. They finish dinner. They're on their way home. Bro, their car made it 6 miles before the thing shut down and did it again. What I told him was, you shouldn't have gone to dinner. Had you not gone to dinner, you could have just called the dealership and been like, hey, come pick us up, you a-holes. So I drive all the way out there. It's about a, 40-45 minute drive. Get there, still waiting for the tow truck. The tow truck was supposed to have already been there, taking their car and been out by the time I got there. So I get there and we wait like another, I think it was 30 or 40 minutes, I think, for the tow truck to get there. Tow truck arrives, hooks up, mom's car, takes it. Mom and dad are in the truck, take them home. Boom. Rescued. Done.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
by the time everything was all said and done, I mean, yeah, I was a little bit upset because I couldn't couldn't participate in my weekly festivities. But you know,
Well-
mom and dad needed rescuing, so it's fine.
Ferris did his best. He had the beard and everything. He's pretty close to a Brandon.
I mean, his beard's coming in pretty good right now.
Yeah, it
I
is.
just got, you know.
Ferris,
That's
pop on
how
a
you-
second. Show everybody your beard.
Nope.
Do it.
He is a wussy.
Nope.
That's how you know Ferris's wife is traveling for work because he's got a beard.
No, she actually kind of is a fan now. It got past the
Really?
Just
got
the
past the
softer
murder stage of the face. So
Ooh,
yeah.
buddy.
she
I
didn't like
shaved
the-
yesterday, and Ashley said I look like a damn pedo.
Yeah.
So I'm not kidding. I shaved it and I took it down a little bit. I was trying to be like, oh, it's like all like, I don't know, curly and stuff. So I took it a little lower, and then I had like a mushroom top for my hair apparently. So she told me like, yeah, you better fix that, or you ain't getting none for like ever. And I was like, damn.
That's
So I
terrible.
went and got a haircut today.
Don't you drive a
That's
van
awesome.
You
too?
should have got them all cut.
Yes, he does.
Oh yeah, I drove a minivan, dude. I was creeping. I was outside of GameStop.
Married
I was
man,
watching.
married man drives
He's
around in a minivan.
I
He's
mean,
like,
we
"I
do
got
have to take a
Snickers."
moment though and appreciate the fact that Ferris finally has entered manhood.
He did.
He's manhood. I'm
I'm
excited.
achieving new heights.
Dude, I'm so proud. I can't wait till I get mine all big and bushy.
You
again.
mentioned you shaved on the 5th, so it's a 15-day growth. No, 20-day growth.
20 days.
And I've been growing this since the
Few months, ain't it?
2021, I think. No, I'm kidding.
Your
Don't
beard
feel
grows as
bad, man.
fast
I
as you
work
do,
with
Ferris.
I work with a guy that literally shaves maybe once a month, and that's all he's got to do. He gets just like a couple little scraggly like neck jawline connector hairs here, and that's it. Nothing else will grow.
Really?
Yeah. Dude's like pushing 30.
That would suck.
Dude's pushing 30.
Randy's
I'm like,
only grows under his neck. It's hilarious.
I got a chin strap.
see, it happens. It
He
happens.
grows the Amish.
Hey, I
He
want to say
does,
welcome in the
exactly.
chat to
Naturally.
my sister from another mister. Sammy Joe just popped in. Hey, Sammy.
What's up, Sammy Joe?
Sammy Joe.
Wait, you and Sammy are related?
She hurts
From
too much
another
to sleep. What's
mister.
wrong, Sammy?
Our
another
relation
mister?
is limited to our height.
Oh, you guys sit there and stand side by side, see who's taller, don't you?
Yeah, we go to
Back to
dog
back, brother.
conventions.
They really do.
Nick, how
Half
tall are
off
you?
at the door.
I'm as tall as you are.
I think I'm taller.
No, you're not.
I think I'm taller.
What,
You
y'all
keep
are
saying
6
you got
foot?
a half an inch. You
I think
take
I'm
that half
taller
a-
than Nick.
Hmm.
Yeah. I got Nick beat. Holy shit. Randy, how tall are you?
I'm
How
only
could-
5'10" or 5'11", depending on the convenience store I'm walking out of.
Holy fuck. I'm the
Yeah,
tallest
they don't put
son of a
those-
bitch on
They
this
don't
show.
put those stickers equally from
He
store to
is
store,
not.
do they?
He says he's 5'11" and a half. That's
I am. I'm 5'11 and a half.
until you take your boots off.
No, I'm 5'11 and a half with my boots off, and I'm 6 foot. I'm over 6 foot with my boots on.
I'm about to say, with my boots on, I'm over 6 foot.
He's got
God
them
dang,
freaking
platforms.
stilettos.
Platforms, dude. I feel like a man when I walk in there. I'm like 6 foot tall.
Wow.
Jesus.
God, excuse me. Sorry.
First
Well-
time I've ever been able to enter the 6 foot only section at Walmart. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Ashley, you
go- I
gotta
don't
gotta
go
tell
there.
him to stop, wearing his stripper boots home.
He likes
Gotta leave him at work.
Make me feel like I did something with my life. All right.
You ride that pole, buddy.
I
If I
would
go to the
love
men's
to see
section-
that. Oh my god.
If I go to the men's section in any clothing store, people ask me if I'm buying for my dad.
Oh my god.
That's sweet. You still buy your dad clothes, Ferris.
I don't actually do it. I'm an asshole, but
Sammy
they
Joe.
think that.
Kid section for the win.
You know, your clothes
Oh,
are so
geez.
much cheaper when you can shop in the kids
Be
section.
like, do you
Right.
shop at the Baby Gap?
Ashley,
Oh,
I worked with a guy once, long time ago. We used to actually call him Baby Gap. We nicknamed him Baby Gap.
oh shoot.
Oh, because I mean, he wore extra extra small shirts when he should have been wearing like somewhere between a medium and a large. I mean, these things were painted on this guy. It was hilarious. It was
Ew.
awesome.
That's
But
how I
he's a
am.
really good dude, really good friend of mine. So I'm not going to talk too much shit. But if you're watching or listening, what's up, baby? Yeah.
We got a
Miss
new
you.
person in here. It looks like he's from a podcast. I couldn't read the name on my screen. My glasses aren't on.
Down the rabbit hole podcast.
We
All
like
right.
holes.
Yeah.
We like
Welcome, my
holes.
friend. We like rabbit holes.
We go down them all the
You
time.
like
Oh,
any
oh,
we get
hole,
lost in them
Nick.
some
Holes.
bitches. We get lost in rabbit holes.
You like
Oh
any
my
hole,
God.
dude.
Do we ever?
Booty hole.
I
Oh.
wish I could get deep enough in a hole to get lost.
Oh my God. Dear
Oh,
Lord, baby
moly.
Jesus, please bless
Oh
this
my
man.
God.
Moving on. Ferris, let's get our
Yes.
little new thing out of the way. What do you think?
Make your announcement.
First off, we've finally decided to have a new website for y'all to go to see all that we got going on and to stay up to date with the Coast to Coast podcast.
That's right.
Ferris, do you want to share screen that just for a second so they can see it?
Yeah, is it actually new though, or is it just that we have one period now?
I think it's that we
It's
have
both.
one now.
I mean, I just wanted to clarify that.
What's the
a little
difference?
bit.
It's new. We never had it. We have it right now. It's new.
It's up.
True.
It's running.
True.
It's up and running.
Things work. You can
It
click
all
on
works.
shit and it'll
Yep.
take you to other shit.
You can click on the link to sign up for being a Let's Get Vocal guest. You can click on a link to jump in our Smule group, all kinds of links.
Links for YouTube, I mean, you name it. You take you straight
Sausage
to the
links,
Tiki page.
hot dog links, all kinds of
Sausage
links.
Yeah, so we do have a website
Coffee Crisp.
now.
I got one of them.
We should put a link to Coffee Crisp up on there.
Yeah, no, we really should. That's
I
what I
don't
should
know
do.
Wow,
okay?
so that's a hell of a URL there. Sites.google.com /
What do you want for nothing?
It is massive.
It's through my workspace.
But hey, we can send you a link just like that. You don't have to worry about any of that.
boom.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll just scroll through this. I mean, it's pretty neat. Look, oh my God, right off the bat. There they
Oh
are.
my God, the mugs. That's
That's it.
on. Is
Yeah,
that the
that's
I miss
cute.
bio?
my beard.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's here's some stuff.
Then you can click the link and see our bios. Brandon
Absolutely.
wrote a book about himself.
Hey, I had homework to do, so I did the damn homework. It's not my fault you didn't do anything except create a web page.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So if
Golly.
you go to the website, you'll have got the home page, and you go to different. We got a couple things going on. Obviously, we got the podcast that we're doing right now. Tells you a little bit about the history, what we do, warnings, things like that.
You
There's a
click on
link
that
here.
and you can become a guest on the show for Let's Get
That's right.
Vocal.
That's
right.
right. And then our newest project that we're about to kick off
Alright.
in less than 2 weeks.
I'm gonna let y'all
The-
talk about that one.
So we're taking the Let's Get Vocal to a whole new level, and we're branching off and actually doing a broadcast show through YouTube Live. And it will. There's no set schedule just yet. That's still coming. We've
But
got
there will
several
be.
DJs. And what's the date, Nick? That we're definitely
Our kickoff is Friday. Next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
yeah.
So
Pretty
not
cool.
tomorrow. No, next
the
Friday.
following.
We're getting
Right.
all set up.
What's that actual date?
Nobody knows. We're not
Mother
that far
hubber,
ahead.
Oh,
Brandon.
Hang on, I got you.
February.
Was it
what
like
Nick-
the 4th?
What they're
Second?
referring to is February 2nd, 2024.
Second. So if you are on Smule,
2224.
or if you have a video of yourself singing on a website or some type of web link that you can use, you can submit that here.
Click that. Submit your songs.
Yep. And if you're not on Smule, or if you are on Smule rather, we have a Let's Get Vocal music broadcast group that you
That's
can
right.
join. So there's a lot of little click in here. We try to make it as simple as possible, but there's just a whole lot of information and put it in one spot. And that's the website. So
It's beautiful.
go check it out.
And it doesn't have to be just from your desktop. I farted around with it on my phone. It worked fine.
Now, the idea also about the group on the Smule app is what we're doing different from people. We're making it as many different ways for you to get a song to us.
Mhm.
You don't have to be part of the line group. You can drop it into Smule group and we pick from there. You can submit it. We are also just looking for songs and grab them ourselves. There's all different ones. So there's gonna be lots of music to
I'm
watch.
super excited.
Yeah.
It is
Nick
video.
really likes the idea of the snatch and grab.
Yeah, it is video. I do, man.
Stop.
Got that from me. Listen, it's gonna be video. If somebody just can't do video, or if they got a song they really like how it came out, but don't have video, we'll just put some video to it for them. And we're also looking for people that take time to do custom cool music videos like we have. And it's going to be we're going to have all different DJs. And we're looking for DJs, right, Ferris? We have some now, but
we've got. Yeah, we're looking for DJs. We're gonna put a link on the website to where you can kind of see what we're looking for and what you'll need to know and have before you can join the team. But yeah, we want to make like everybody's week from Sunday to Saturday or Saturday to Sunday, depending on what you believe is a Sabbath day and when the week starts. Multiple shows, multiple broadcasts, so that so your whole week has got nothing but Let's Get Vocal if you'd like.
we want to become gigantic. We're going to be Smule famous.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, I was
Smop-
Smule famous once. All right.
Be popular.
I've never been Smule famous.
And that's where we're at with that.
I got TikTok famous once.
Brandon, we haven't heard from you. I want to hear your excitement in this project. What
I'm
do you think?
excited. I'm excited.
That sounds like you're just saying it.
He's actually so excited. He worked on this massive song project. I mean, it had multiple layers that he doesn't really do.
9 total layers.
That's
Nine.
crazy.
You might be onto something, Ferris. He felt like he couldn't, so he was trying to make up for it by doing it song and writing that biography that was 3 pages.
You're
I
welcome.
personally enjoyed
contributed.
I enjoyed the biography. I did.
It's better than mine.
thank you.
My bio's like, okay, I did this. This is my family. Have a good day.
Nick's bio's like, I was born, I exist, I continue to live.
I was actually going to offer to write it for him, but I don't think he trusts me.
Oh, I think you
probably
do a
would
bang up
he would have
job.
ended up probably off in the woods somewhere with a RV and sticking to.
Name Randy.
Oh, so he'd go to camp.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
in Randy.
Oh, there was a
So,
lot of
Nick.
camping going on that day.
Nick, to answer your question, I am very excited for this new venture, but I'm also highly upset about the way it's all going down with said new venture, because I will have little to zero to do with it, and it's something that I would absolutely love to be a humongous big part of. I just can't I can't offer enough of my time to be able to participate in it very heavily. I'll be sprinkled in here and there as things go on, but y'all hit the nail right on the head. So you gave me homework. I did my absolute best with the bio, and then yes, I took it upon myself to do an actual submission for the kickoff show from scratch. Because I won't be able to do a whole hell of a lot with the actual shows themselves, which is kind of upsetting. But that's not anything y'all have done. That's me and my crazy fucking
Don't
schedule.
you have a weekend morning that you could dedicate when you actually sleep in? You could just not sleep in.
Yeah, that would never work.
That's rude.
Let me just talk to my wife about that. Hey, honey, I'm actually going to start getting up at 6 a.m. on Saturdays, but it's because I'm doing this. Oh, no, you're not. I can see that conversation now. No, my wife's pretty awesome. She actually might let me, but no, I'm still gonna sleep a little bit on Saturdays, Ferris. I mean, I get to sleep in all the way till like 8:15 sometimes. It's pretty awesome.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Get a
I
little
up at
wild.
4:30 every day.
I just
I get up at 10.
You never know.
And
to live the California
10?
life.
No, you get up at 4:30. You're trying to get the what they call that in Ohio. It's called the Buckeye card for the elderly. You get the early breakfast discounts at Bob Evans.
We don't have that in Louisiana.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Aldi's, you guys got Aldi's, right? They got the early bird discounts for all the elderly folks an hour before opening.
Yeah.
I
All
gotta,
these.
Now I got another reason to move out of this state. Just saying.
I'm just saying, dude,
I'll
once you
wake
hit, like,
up early
60,
for
you get
some
a
damn
Buckeye
good
card.
food.
Yeah, anywhere but there.
I don't trust oldies. The Let's Get Vocal Music Broadcast. Playing music videos from the Smule Karaoke app. Also playing their talented homemade music videos. Join us live on YouTube. LGV.
So, Nick, did you I don't know if Brandon remembered or not, but did you do homework number 2 assignment or no? Like a
course he
second
didn't.
chance on the assignment,
What-
maybe?
The movie?
Oh, no.
Damn it!
You
Nick.
still haven't watched
Nick.
the damn movie?
I forgot to get
Hey,
Dude,
look,
I've
it's
watched
like
it 3
3
times
weeks
by
now.
now.
The reason I asked him like that
crap.
because
You're
I
so
know
fired.
he's been busy all week.
I have been busy as
He,
hell.
he's been busy all week, so yeah, there's that.
Not so busy. He
I
couldn't
don't-
make a website.
I don't want to hear it, Brandon.
Wait a minute, Ashley, you didn't know who Wilson Phillips was?
No, I don't.
What?
What's a Wilson Phillips?
Oh, come on.
You guys are
Kidding
full
me.
of shit.
I even went and listened to their songs, and I still don't know who they are. But they had to be
Wow.
before the '90s, right?
No, they were during the 90s.
Oh well. See, I
They
was born
started, I
in
think they
90s.
started maybe in the 80s, but they were definitely in the 90s.
Who doesn't know Wilson
Early
Phillips?
90s.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, they wanted to do a song. I was
What?
like, who's that?
Yeah, who's that?
Oh, I love you, Brandon.
No,
Wow.
I'm dead serious. I've been waiting for somebody to explain it. And nobody's explained. I see it in the chat right now and on Tiki Talkie. I don't know who that is either.
It was basically TLC before TLC was cool.
What's TLC?
And Dixie
Really?
Chicks.
The Learning Channel?
Wilson Phillips is a all girl
The
vocal
learning.
group.
There was the Learning
Learning.
Channel back in the day. Y'all don't remember that?
PBS.
TLC was
PBS.
three girls that did hip hoppy music.
They go.
You
"I
know,
don't want no
Don't
scrub."
go chasing waterfalls.
Get it, Brandon.
Oh, that's who
Yeah.
sang that song?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that song. I like that song.
I
I
do
used to
too.
think they were saying go Jason Waterfalls, not chasing waterfalls.
Go Jason Waterfall.
That
It's like
Jason
one of those-
Waterfall's a good dude.
I'm just saying. I thought it was somebody famous or something. I'm sitting here as a little kid
Oh.
listening to this song. I'm like, who the hell's Jason Waterfalls?
Oh, dude.
So many
I-
songs.
I did that
misinterpreted.
with so many songs.
Oh my God, so many.
Oh my God. Garth Brooks, 2 Pina Coladas. My entire childhood, all the way till I was like 12 or 13, I legitimately thought he was saying bean enchiladas.
Oh my God.
Bring me 2 bean enchiladas. I want one for each hand.
Oh no.
Oh,
That'd be
dude, for
great.
real. I'm dead serious.
That is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We should
y'all know
write
that one
that
song.
way.
She don't
Y'all-
know she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I always thought it's like she don't know she's beautiful, and I always thought it said no, she's not that fine, and I was like, what? Why would he say that?
Oh, that's great. You know that Secret Agent Man song?
Secret Agent Man.
Yeah. My whole childhood, I thought it was Secret Asian Man. The innocence of a kid. What can I tell you?
How in the hell are you going to pull that one off? Be like, no, guys, I'm white. Dude, you look Asian to me. It's a secret. Shh.
It's a secret. Oh,
I'm not kidding. When you guys were talking about bios earlier, I was like, man, that's what my bio is going to be. And I was going to start singing that. It's so funny you brought that up. I can't tell you what I do or who I am because I'm a secret agent, man.
I like it. I like it. It's short and simple and to the point, kind of like Nick's.
Yeah.
Nick, you could have just put in process or something.
Oh, I got a question, Nick. Should I tell the people about the truck fiasco I had over the weekend?
oh my God.
Is this another rear end butt stuff?
No.
Oh,
Oh God, no.
I mean, it's
No,
rear
no, no.
end, but not what you're thinking.
Yeah. So I've had a a rough country like 2.5 inch, 2 inch, whatever leveling kit for my 99 GMC pickup for almost a year. And I finally got a wild hair up my ass this last weekend to put it on the truck because, my suspension's all shot and, shocks weren't doing shocking things and all that kinds of good jazz. So on paper, it's like a 3.5, 4 hour job tops, maybe. Right. Yeah, it took me like 3 hours just to get the little stupid freaking torsion key off on the passenger side. If you don't know what a torsion key just go to YouTube and type in GMC torsion key. Boom, it'll tell you. Anyways, the whole ordeal took me the entire weekend, a grand total of probably 7.5-ish hours between the 2 days. But the kicker was the rear end of the truck. So you got to jack the truck up, got to take the shock off. You've got to lower the rear drive line, right?
The axle.
Yeah, the axle. Thank you. The rear axle, lower that, and then you put in the new lift block in between the leaf spring and the frame. I thought I was being super smart and super efficient, and I thought I'd just do both sides at the same time because why the hell not? That was a big mistake because I've got the truck up on jack stands. I disconnect the shocks. I take the stupid U-bolts out and drop the plate and everything, and my rear axle decides to do this. Okay, ready? The whole thing shifts forward, and then the driver's side goes further forward than the passenger side, so it's sitting crooked under my truck because the axle's completely disconnected from the truck now. And I'm, oh my God. Nick, he's fucking MacGyver. Very first phone call I make, 2 seconds after it happens. What do I do? I wasn't expecting it. So
Wow.
anyways, Nick's like, just throw a jack under it and bring it back. And I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. That didn't work very well. Did I ever tell you what I did, Nick?
No.
Dude, I got a ratchet strap, toe strap, right? I looped it around the axle and then I hooked it to the frame of the truck. I
Pulled it
ratcheted that sumbitch back into place on both sides. Then I got the jack stand. Because the truck had rotated, because the rear axle had rotated forward, I had to rotate it back, right? So right where the rear drive line attaches to the rear axle, you got that little housing right there. I jacked it up on that housing to get those tires to actually spin back. And then there were a couple times I thought I was going to die because I was like kicking the tires. Dude, say this is the jack stand, right? At one point in time, I booted the tire to get it into place, and I watched the jack stand do this.
Oh, I've had that happen.
And come
no.
back down. I've never moved that fast in my entire life.
Welcome to my
I was out from where I was in about 0.0000001 seconds.
I
Yeah.
Going, God, thank you. I love you. Oh my God, is everything good? Is everything jacking up the truck again, getting the jack stand adjusted, dude. Just to get that rear axle back in place so that everything would fit right.
Oh,
Just
man.
to get it moved back where it had rolled from was like a 2 fucking hour ordeal.
Mm-mm.
It was nuts.
Oh my
Dude. So I also had a situation under a truck where I had to come out faster than the speed of light. I was working on a buddy's truck with him, 69 Chevy flare side. The front was up. The front was up. The wheels were just chalked in the back. We were disconnecting the drive shaft and everything because we were going to put a different engine in it. And as soon as we got the shaft and stuff unhooked, it started to roll because now the drive line ain't hooked no more. The chocks just slid. They didn't hold it. And that whole truck
shit.
came down, dude. And it's a low riding truck. So it would have crushed me.
Shit.
And I was laying flat on my back and I literally went and sat up. My buddy was out from under the truck. I was the only one under there. And he said, I have never seen somebody move so fucking fast in my life. You were like, this, as soon as I sat up, the truck went, boom.
Oh my God, no shit.
Dude, it was like, there was no time to waste. There was like no hair of an opening in there.
How does
Get
it feel
out.
being God's favorite?
I know, right? Holy crap!
So yeah.
Dude, I'm not kidding. Those ratchet straps will save your ass. I was helping my dad do a flatbed
Oh, yeah.
transmission. This thing was like 750 pounds, and this stupid. I mean, my dad is an absolutely brilliant mechanic, but this stupid son of a just almost killed me. He took a little thing that they use to hold like those little like strips when they like mark off parking lots. He took that, put that in the cab of the damn the flatbed, tied the ratchet strap to it, ratcheted the damn transmission so we could move it. And the only thing holding it was this little bar that was maybe 2 inches thick, holding this whole damn transmission from falling on my head.
Oh.
And I swear to
Whoa.
God, he was telling me, he's like, I do it all the time. And my dad is stupid enough and has done it enough. He's probably done it more than one time. But he had he's had this bar was literally on top of the seat in between the headrest and then on the dash, and you could just see this bar flex when you got the weight on it. And then he's like, all right, it's got the weight, let's go move it. I'm like, what do you mean let's go move it?
No.
I was like, oh my
that's
God.
crazy.
And the thing is I was working on this project for 4 hours with my cousin who he paid to do the job originally. He came out, put that bar up, ratchet strapped it, unbolted the transmission, had the new one back under there in like less than 20 minutes. And we were on that for like 4 hours and configured. It's like, oh my God. All we were doing was replacing a clutch. And I'm just like, Jesus, man.
Right.
My
Well,
life
and
is
that's the
over.
thing, dude. Like, I'm handy when I need to be. I can do like before jumping on the show today, right? I picked up a repair kit for the dryer. I replaced the wheels. I replaced the stupid little fucking belt and all that shit because one of the wheels had come off and it was hanging and the dryer wasn't working, right? And Britt's like, oh my God, the dryer's broken. We got to buy a new one. No. Matter of fact,
No.
this whole thing started yesterday. So this is one of the good dryer wheels, right? All together the way it should be. The other one, this little metal thing that goes all the way through, whatever the hell that's called. I don't know
Those
what
are
it would be called, Nick.
bearings.
Bearing? Sure, if you say so. Yeah, so it shredded. So what I did was I took it was just this little metal clamp thing. I took a piece of PVC pipe and made my own.
You
Wow.
might be
I
a
had
redneck.
it like this. I had it like this from last night. Dude, we ran like 3 loads of laundry through the dryer. It worked. It was loud as fuck, right? But it worked. And then the repair kit came in today. So got that all squared away before coming on here. We had some, I'm not going to mention exactly what happened because I don't want to put anybody on blast, but I kind of had to fix my garage. Something happened at the house.
Oop.
And I had to completely like reframe one side
Wow.
of the garage.
Ferris, why would you
I had
do
to
that?
like reattach the garage door. I'm
Couldn't
handy
see over
when
the
I need to
windshield,
be.
Ashley.
Handy when I need to be.
Me too. Wink, wink.
I can work on cars a little bit here and there. I'm not saying I'm a mechanic or anything like that, but I can pretty much figure stuff out. I've never done this stupid little mini lift kit thing by myself before. I've put them in like with buddies and whatnot, and we've all worked on it at the same time, and it's gone by lickety split, right? But never by myself. So my problem was I was 100% alone and totally forgot that nobody was working on the other side while I was working on this side. Oops.
Whoops.
What can you do?
Oh my God.
Basically, y'all, don't be an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, no.
It's
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm
I
not
did
kidding.
it.
Brandon, you have nothing to be ashamed of in that one, because if you ask one of these younger kids nowadays, like, hey, I need to replace a spring or a shock, they just look at you like,
What's a
can't
spring?
can't you call somebody to come do that? I'm not kidding, dude. I look at
Yeah.
these people, I just shake my head. Like, Ashley's handier than 99% of the men out there. I pull over to the side of the road.
Dude,
to
all you
help
got to
men
be able to
change
do nowadays
tires.
is change a light bulb, and you're handier than 99% of the men out there right now.
Oh my
No.
God. That's why we grow beards.
The message is don't mess with a rear end you're not too familiar with.
100%.
Amen.
Wow, Ferris.
Poop shooting coming out real quick there.
Wow, Ferris. Or even if you are familiar with it, just don't mess around with it by yourself.
True. Double
You
Make
need a
sure you
team
have
player.
adult
I
supervision.
think that's worse.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Have we gotten the adult only warning yet?
Well, I switched the settings to 18 and up,
Okay.
please.
Oh, good. That's a good thing. Oh man.
Well,
What's new with you, dude? What have you been? I know you've been busy like building a website and all that other kinds of
all
stuff, but
kinds
what
of
else is
stuff.
going on? I've
Mm,
talked to you more in the last week than we have in the last like 3 months, and I still don't really know what you've been up to.
I know it's kind of weird when I this week a few times when I look at my phone, it says Brandon Metz. I'm like, really? Like I felt kind of like, I don't know.
I needed your expertise, man.
You know what? I want to mention. I forgot that I wanted to say I was trying to wait for you to finish your story, and I just remember. I don't want to forget again. When you were talking about that axle, and you were trying to say blah blah blah, and I said, "You mean the axle?" And you're like, "Yeah." It reminded me
Yeah.
of something I said to you on podcast a while back,
Oh, good
and
Lord.
I was gonna say it for that just to be a jerk. You do know what a baseboard is.
Oop.
That was a funny episode.
Oh,
You know what
no.
an axle is, right? Yeah, I've been busy and I got all kinds of weird things going on.
Weird things.
Well,
How
I went
weird.
to work like I told you about, helping my wife with these estate sales for my buddy's new business, and I'm
Yeah.
already out of it.
You're already done with it? You're like, no more?
I won't see you later.
Why?
I went on specifically to work with Lynn because we've been working together on all these projects for how many years? We're good at working together. We have a system.
Yeah.
And we know this business. And I told my buddy, he's excited. I was like, yeah, talk to Allison. The one he got to run it instead of us, like a moron. And I did, and it was all she kept trying to go, well, I really need movers. Could you do that? I'm like, I'm not gonna make a living moving people's stuff from them. I
Right.
moved so much shit in my life. I've moved myself like 40 times. Not moving.
The answer is a hard no.
No. So it's been set, and I've done a few estate sales already with her, and it's everything. We do beautiful jobs. People come to these estate sales, and they're like, "This is the best setup estate sale I've seen." They're all complimentary. We let us know when you got another one, and then a new buddy of mine, he was on the moving side of things, told Allison because she can't get people to help. She needs employees. Said, "Look at my girlfriend said that she'd do part time if we need some help." And now all of a sudden it's no, we don't need relationship people working together, blah, blah, blah. And she told me today, she's like, well, I told Linda, we are not letting boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife work together no more. You can't work together.
Why?
I never did get told why. She claims that Matt, who already agreed and was excited about me and Linda working together, was agreeing with her to not do it. Funny thing is this business, it's a franchise called Karen Transitions. You look it up, a ton of them are all bought and ran by married couples.
Huh.
And I told her, I said, look, if you're going to do that and you don't want people working together that are married or whatever, then that means with your company, especially because you're working together regardless, you just can't have it. Your husband you can't hire the husband's wife. You can't hire the wife's husband. So me or Lynn have to be out.
That's weird.
Well, we're not saying
Dude.
that. You're not going to make me move. I'm not doing another. We're in the same place. We're going to work together. Even if I'm on this state sale and she's on this one, we're going to work together. And if
My
you're
aunt
worried
and
about,
uncle.
right, if you're worried about maybe a spousal fight, if I was going to cause a problem at work because I fought with my wife, I don't care if we're on the same estate sale or not. We're still coming into work together. Still, you're not getting rid of anything.
Yeah, you're gonna work the deal. You'll work out your issues when you get home.
Right. And so I told her, I said, if you don't want spouse working together, then one of us can't be here. It can't be, I just go to a different sale. We're still working together. So I was like, I'm not, you grandfather me in. I was already told, yes. Matt was excited I was working with Linda because he knows how we work together. And now all of a sudden you're changing it. I've been putting up with a lot and keeping my mouth shut. You know me. I'm the guy that you guys say, don't let Nick write the email.
This is true.
I am gonna tell you how I feel, blah blah blah, and I have kept my mouth shut
Yeah.
on a lot of things. I'm just doing the work because I'm just whatever.
Well, and there's married couples. I'm just gonna say couples. Period. There's couples out there that work really, really well together. My aunt and uncle, they lived in Arizona. Before they passed away, they were a package deal basically for Walmart deliveries. I don't know which one of them was on payroll or whatever, but basically they would both ride in the same car together. They'd go make these deliveries together, and that's how they made their living the last couple years before they ultimately passed. But I mean, dude, they were each other's world.
Right.
Why would you separate that, especially if they're good, hard workers that do a better job than everybody else? Just let it go.
Right.
It's dumb.
And my buddy who owns a business should not have
Stupid.
agreed to that because he knows how me and Lynn work together. Me and Lynn have worked together on projects for him for years now.
Yeah.
That he was excited that I was going to work with her, and now all of a sudden, oh, we don't want that.
See,
What
that's one of those things where the business owner needs to just go ahead and override the quote unquote manager
Yeah,
or whatever
he's-
this other person's title is and be like, no. Those
good
two,
friend, but
they're good.
The past year, he has changed. He's not the same dude. I've been telling Linda and Lynn, there's something going on. He's not the same.
That's
What
unfortunate.
occupation would you not work with your spouse or significant other?
Porn.
Ooh. What did you say? What I thought you said?
You just say
What? Say what you said.
Porn.
That's what I thought you said.
What?
Oh, you nasty.
why?
It's a joke.
Wait,
That
you
was
guys
I
are
was
doing
not
spousal
going there.
porn at
I
the
wasn't
studio
going
sales?
there. Ooh.
Like, ooh, look at that mattress is for sale. Better not blacklight it.
Gross.
What would you call it? The black light special?
Yeah.
90% off.
All these cassette tapes are for sale. Better not look at that when I think somebody re-recorded it over.
To answer your question, Ferris, if we're talking about actual like job, right? We're not talking like little piddly side
Well,
gig.
in my mind, kind of think of it like Rick Rowe and Dirty Jobs. Not necessarily dirty jobs, but a specific job within an occupation. Like I don't know, like this is gonna be really weak, but like accounting, like doing the books with your significant other.
Okay.
Right? Is that something you would do with her or him and him or whatever, or whatever? That's where my brain is. What is something that you probably couldn't stand or they couldn't stand about you doing together as a job?
Well,
I'm going to
first of all,
venture out and say the majority of jobs would not work for my wife and I.
And see, that's it. You have couples that can't work together and they want jobs to be apart during a time. And then you have couples that just gel together. Me and Linda
Well-
work amazing together.
Don't get me wrong. I love my wife to death. She's my favorite person to be around, my favorite person to spend time with. Okay. We've done like garage sales and we've done stuff together. We've obviously moved, all that stuff. We work really well together when we're working together on projects, whatever you want to call it. Now, working for a living, however, totally different story. If I'm going to spend 8 hours a day with my wife at work and then 8 hours a day with my wife at home and then 8 hours a night sleeping next to my wife, her and I are both of the mindset that is a little bit too much for us. We understand it works for some people.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
kind of like what Nick was just saying, that time apart, right? When I'm at work and she's at work and we're doing our thing separate, dude, that's when I'm thinking about my wife. all the time. That's when I'm thinking about my kids all the time. And by the end of the workday, I am longing to get home to be with my family. Like that's the only thing on my mind. The only goal is to get home and spend time with my family. And I'm legitimately excited to do it every single day. I don't want to take that away. I want to look forward to spending that time with my family. I don't want it to just be like, it's 6:30. Should we get up and get our asses to work? Yeah, okay, let's go, honey.
Yeah.
Quick smack on the ass. All right, yeah, you're looking good today in them yoga pants. I don't know. That's just me. Like we work really good together, but we work. It's the thing I look forward to the most every day. And if I don't get to look forward to that because I'm seeing her every day, my mind goes, well, that's going to diminish the excitement and all that. And I don't want that to happen.
Everybody's different. I don't have that problem.
I don't think I could work at a dog shelter very long with my wife.
I don't think I could work any job very long with my wife.
This
I don't
woman
know what you guys
loves
are talking about.
loves dogs, and the biggest issue with that is I don't mind the work, but
She'd take them all home.
we're leaving there with 5
Mhm.
dogs every day. I mean, it's, we take them back, but they're going home with us.
Yeah.
We'll
Shit, Ashley's
take
my
'em
best
back.
employee. I can't say much. So, only person that shows up every day. She might not do what she's supposed to, but she shows up every day.
I don't believe that.
You're welcome.
I
No.
believe it.
Shut up, Nick. Love you.
You give her a weed whacker to go around, and it's just like about 2 minutes later, my fingers hurt. I'm going back inside. Just leave me the receipts on the table. Okay.
Basically.
I think another
Although-
one for me would probably be anything finance. I mean, we do okay, but we have different approaches to just finance and numbers, things like that. My wife would tell you she doesn't math well, for one thing, but it's not a shortfall on her part. It's just different styles of how you manage stuff.
Yeah. If I were to start a business and it would be like my sole source of income, right? Business owner doing whatever. And my wife wanted to be in on it. I would trust her to do like the analytics and the data and all that kinds of stuff because she's got that kind of a mind, right? But still, I would be out doing whatever the service or the project or whatever is.
That's
right?
exactly what I do.
You know, like her piece could be she could legit stay at home and take care of it that way. She could be the one invoicing people and reaching out with the customer service skills that she's got. Hey, you're past due on the blah 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 blah. Whatever. That would be fine. That'd be great. I'm down with that. That'd be cool.
What about like y'all seen the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, Angela. What about like? Can you say hitman for both?
Mhm.
What would that be
Assassin?
like with your significant
Dual
other?
assassins.
You know what I mean? Be careful. We might find out
Randy's
about
too
you.
loud.
I no. I love my wife. She'd blow our cover in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Love you, honey. She'd
I
get
guess
me
there
killed.
is something I couldn't do with my wife. It would be that.
Randy would too with his highlighter shirt.
Linda would be like, I can nice them to death. I kill them with kindness.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Randy'd have to ditch the van before that he could pull that off.
See, I wouldn't ditch the van. They'd just be like, did you guys know about that assassin? Which one? The one in the bright highlighter colored shirts? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's a shirt kind of like yours. Yep, not me. Sorry.
We call him the Viz.
I wouldn't be able to sneak up on nobody. It'd be like a dark alley and shit. I'd be sitting up in a corner just like on I don't know, like a wall like Spider-Man, kind of waiting for somebody to drop it. I'm like, hey, you guys see that guy right there? Yeah, right there. What the fuck?
That'd be great. Oh my god. Oh, they should make a movie about that. Oh, some kind of cold-blooded, assassin that just wears nothing but high-vis shirts. every job.
Oh,
With kids, this is the same question. But
With a
with
siren
kids,
light strapped to his head.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
it only lights when you drop down for the kill.
That's
What
right.
is an occupation that you would never think, you honestly wouldn't think or all your one of your kids particular, just pick a kid. I know some of us have multiple, but that you wouldn't think they would do, but for some reason they might actually do it, end up doing it in later life. Like, kids that little bitty, they're like, I want to be a fireman, policeman, doctor, whatever. But what's something that you're like, I would never actually think they do this, but it wouldn't surprise me they end up this way
Ooh, that's a good question.
based on their personality now. It's kind of interesting.
Based on my son's personally right now, nothing.
Live in your basement kind of thing.
Nick's like, I got
I'm
nothing.
40
I
years
don't-
old and I'm a virgin.
Why are you so sweaty? I was watching Cops. Oh, all right.
Those wonderful bags of sand. Well, Jacob, he's
I don't know.
only 6. Megan, on the other hand, Jacob, I don't know. I've never thought of that before. Megan, however, she is quite literally mini me. So probably something to do with law enforcement.
Now that's a good guess based on what she's doing now. But what would be an off the wall occupation that it's possible? It's not. It's like it's impossible now because of what you know about her. But something you probably wouldn't be surprised if she went that route instead.
Something like
for example, for many years I was gonna, from about 16 till I actually enrolled in nursing school, I was gonna be a nurse. And then, life takes a change and you can't control that.
I could see that.
And then,
Nurse
I end up working in the, paper industry. You never see that coming, right? I didn't see it coming.
Nurse Ferris.
I could see that. I could literally see him in his damn
Little scrubs.
the scrubs.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I still have a pair
It
that
better
are
be like
so
Grey's Anatomy.
comfortable.
Ferris McDreamy.
I could see him going into a room and the dude's laying there and he's like, what are you going to tell me? He says, nope, you're not making it. Just to be a dick to the person.
So Ferris, I
What?
don't mean to
I'm
poke
just kidding.
fun.
You just got a mole.
It
I don't mean to
wouldn't
poke
surprise
fun, but
me.
Did you go into paper because the nurses ran out of paper? You're just sitting there one day, just like writing shit down and be like, man, I don't have any more paper. I wish
Somebody's
we had
gonna
somebody
make
to get some
paper, damn it.
paper."
There was that big
Oh,
push
hush.
for the green, the green movement with tree huggers and stuff back in the 2000s. So maybe so. Maybe that's why I didn't.
Dunder Mifflin. Yeah. I get you.
I dropped out of nursing school just because money was better elsewhere, and it wasn't where I am now. It was a different industry altogether. It was telecommunications. So
That makes
not
sense.
to give a whole resume, but I guess my point is, when you're 10 and you go around talking about what you like, your parents kind of assume, okay, they're really into this.
Mhm.
And I think more kids tend to go a whole different route later in life than don't. You got some kids that are super focused on what they like doing. They end up doing that their entire life. But that's to me, that's rare. It's
I
hard for a
wouldn't
parent to
be-
say, what would
most
they end
kids
up doing?
I've known, you would swear you know what they're going to do. But then when they finally do what they're going to do, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's like my younger brother. He was
Yeah.
all military. I mean, from the time he could freaking play with the little toy soldiers that stood up, the little plastic ones, we all blow up with black cats out from time to time.
That's Jacob right now.
Yeah,
he
and then
loves
we
anything to
all-
do with the little green army guys and all that other kinds of stuff.
I mean, we were all like, okay, he's going to the army. That's it. That's who he is. And the man runs a landscaping company now. He never actually signed up. It's the way life went. But trying to
Yeah.
guess what that would be, knowing that statistically more kids don't end up living their childhood occupational assumption. I'm not gonna say dream. Maybe it is a dream. It's kind of blows your mind when you think, well, what would they be if they wouldn't be what I think they would be now?
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if Megan got into something in like the music industry, because she's super crazy into music. I mean, dude, that song Say Something? Dude, she's got that song memorized. Like 100%. The song from A Nightmare Before Christmas. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. She's got that memorized. And when she sings them, I mean, she's 2, right? It's not like she's freaking Whitney Houston or anything like that. But when she sings, dude, she's like fucking on pitch. It's
Yeah,
weird.
that's my 2-year-old too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is
So
weird.
it wouldn't surprise me if she pursues something along those lines later on in life. Jacob, on the other hand, I mean, that kid's fucking everywhere. Okay. Who knows?
So there, I have a friend of mine who when she was in high school, she was all about being a psychiatrist. She wanted to be
Yeah.
a psychiatrist. I mean, like one of the again, like one of those dead set. I'm doing this from middle school to high school, which is the last I saw her until I saw her again, and she was doing her occupation. She's a mortician.
Oh,
Some
nice.
psychology to I mean,
Yeah. If you ask Jacob what he wants to be when he grows up, from the time he was 3 until the time he was 5, he wanted to be a farmer. He wanted to be a farmer. And then from 5 to almost 6, he wanted to be a firefighter. Now he wants to be, an army guy. And I asked him the other day, I'm like, well, what if you're not an army guy, buddy? Oh, I'd be a farmer. So he's back to the whole farming thing. I don't know. Yeah, the kids are freaking everywhere, man.
He could be an army farmer, dude.
He could be an army farmer firefighter guy.
I think they call that a cook.
I think they call that imagination.
Dude, if he grows up and becomes like a chef, that would be cool.
That
would
would
be
be
Just
sweet.
don't ever tell your kids you can be whatever you want to be without saying with hard
Within reason.
work.
Yep.
I think Jacob would. He's gonna do something with a ladder.
Nick,
Then you could be like, "Oh, that's Jacob's ladder."
Nick.
God.
In all fairness, I wanted to be a Power Ranger. We'll all see how that turned out.
Dude, I wanted to be
You're the
Batman.
yellow Power Ranger.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Oh,
I wanted to
man.
be Batman. I wanted to be Spider-Man. When it came to the Power Rangers, I was the White Ranger, bitch.
Yeah.
I
Well,
wanted
how
to
Was
does-
the
be.
pink one.
I wanted to be left alone.
Amen.
That'd be
I don't know
nice.
how I feel about this turn of conversation because I wanted to be Marvin the Martian for the longest time.
That would
Marvin
be
the
awesome.
Martian.
Were you
I could
going to
see-
blow up the earth?
This is not safe. Hold this laser.
I don't know, Randy. You kind of sounded more like dude
Pee-wee
from
Herman.
Dr. Evil.
Dr. E. The dude from
With the
Austin
lasers.
Powers guy.
This is Mr. Bigglesworth. No. Don't
$1
chew on Mr.
million.
Bigglesworth. No.
Low. Low. So my cousin is on Tiki Talkie. She says, I always wanted to help kids. Now I work in the energy field.
Well, technically, you
That's my
help
cousin.
kids. You keep the lights on.
Yeah, you are helping kids. They can get their food stay cold.
Yeah. They can't tie their shoes, but you give them a tablet and they're, fucking
Ready to
Tony
go.
Stark.
Right.
Tony Stark.
Crazy.
Man.
Dad,
that is
look, I
nice.
just programmed a game. Okay, your shoes untied. I don't know how to do that.
Right. But I created this from scratch online.
Oh, my God.
No, when I was a kid, I always kind of wanted to be an astronaut, right? I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. And then I wanted
you
to be a
found the world
professional
was
baseball
flat?
player. What?
Then you found out the world was flat, and so was
Oh,
your dream.
Jesus, here we go. And then I wanted to be a professional baseball player. And then at one point in time, I wanted to, at one point in time in my early teens, I wanted to get into law enforcement. And then now technically I'm kind of in the realm industry-ish of law enforcement. So I guess you could say I, made that come true. So that's cool.
Unless I'm forgetting, if I think back, I literally never had a thought in my head about what I wanted to be at any point.
Seriously?
So you're living the dream.
Nick's
just-
like, I'm just gonna grow up and
whatever
just
happens,
do my
happens.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
kind of like me. I'm kind of living what I wanted to be for the longest time in my adolescence, which was a country music star from about 12 and up. And I'm on Smule, so that's close I'm gonna get. So
I mean,
I'll
hey,
take it.
there you go.
Well, Lily, like what I got into, there was no thought. I just ended up thrown into it and I grew with it. And then my brain kept saying, well, learn that too, learn that too, learn that too, learn that too. You can do everything. And then
Jack of
here I
all
am.
trades, master of none.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'm not kidding, man. If I really think about it, though, it was something with music. Like, I'm not kidding. I wanted to be NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. I wanted to be all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, I end up with country music. And God forbid you do what every good musician wants, you know, to get laid. So eventually, once I got a woman, I stopped with the music. You know, that's what it was. I got what you really want out of these things. You know what I mean?
I know a few people that could benefit from being better in sync. Anyway,
Oh.
rent free.
You know,
Dear Lord, baby Jesus.
Brandon.
We with the starving pygmies down in New Guinea, amen. Oh God. Well, I do believe that's all the time we have for today.
Indubitably.
where are we at?
Well, I'm in Ohio.
I'm in Ohio.
I'm in Louisiana.
California. California. High tech talk.
Ticky tacky.
You know, Nick, that's a good call. We don't really say that as much as we should on these shows. I mean,
What,
remind
high
people where
TikTok?
we're at. Don't forget to check out the website. The
Don't
Coast to Coast
forget
website.
our special thing next week. Don't
February
forget,
2nd.
Brandon's still part of the show.
Just not February 2nd. I might be there. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna try.
There'll be lots
I
of good
missed-
stuff in here.
I missed you last week, Brandon. I don't like getting on camera, and I did it just because you weren't
You
here.
did.
I'm
great.
so proud.
Yeah. If you want to see my beard, go back and look at the last episode.
I'm gonna have to actually pull it up after we're done and
It-
watch a little bit before I go to bed.
No,
It
you
was
don't have to.
immaculate. It was glistening in the wind.
It was.
He had a little
In the
fan
wind?
on it. He had a little fan
Glistening in the
blowing on it.
wind.
I'm glad
Yeah,
you
he
saw
had
that.
Emily-
I'm glad
he had-
you noticed because
he had-
now
Oh God.
He had Emily standing next to him going, so it looked like he was in the wind.
it can be so annoying sometimes. I'm glad you mentioned that, Randy. I'm into this whole beard thing now because I got my wife's support. She lets me do it, and I went out and bought some beard stuff for the first time ever. I'm like into it, and it does when I wash it and put the little oil in it and all that. It glistens like a freaking Fabio
Yeah.
beard or something.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
like,
It really
Yep.
does. You know, me personally, I'm an all natural kind of beard guy. I just let it grow wild, and then I look like a fucking furry chia pet.
Yeah, because it grows out.
It just grows out, and it literally looks like I just got a bunch of pubes misplaced on my face. It's not correct.
So
So,
literally, when people are wondering where Randy is, he's out where the wild things are.
Yeah.
Maybe
I just
put your
use
finger in the
like a
socket.
beard shampoo in the shower, and that's about it. A few years back, I did all the like beard oils and all that other kinds of shit. That just became too much fucking work for me. So now I have a little special like block of soap that's specifically for the beard, and I just wash my beard, and the rest of it I just let it go. I don't give a fuck
I
about
haven't-
oil in or
I haven't done it in
comb
a
or none of
while, and
that.
I need to get back to it. But I wash my beard, I get out, I do I wax it,
Mm.
and that makes it nice. And then I put a little bit of beard oil and like Ferris, oh my god, my beard would look real good. But I haven't done that in a while.
When I meet you, can I curl it
Curl my beard?
Put it in like
or
4
braid?
braids. Yeah,
Yes, braid it.
for braids.
like a
They
pirate.
were
Put in the
in braid.
Viking braids right here down the.
You remember,
Yes.
Brandon? My daughter was on the one episode, and she had braids in my beard.
Ooh, his
Mhm.
pirate name would be Nick the Stick.
What makes you think it ain't already?
Oh,
Okay, well,
what
like,
Linda calls 'em.
subscribe, comment, share. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been kind of real fun. We'll see y'all next time. Good Lord.
Whoop. Later, y'all.
Bow, 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 bow.